Hey, what's going on, everyone? So, I'm going to be breaking down another age problem here. So, let's get right into it. Fred is 10 years older than Joe. In 5 years, Fred will be twice Joe's age. How old is Joe now? So, the first thing that we do, and I recommend doing this all the time, is define your variable. So, since it says Fred is 10 years older than Joe, we know that Joe is our variable. We're looking for Joe's age. So, I'm going to do Joe equals X. Now, this represents Joe's present age, how old he is now. Then the other part of the expression is saying Fred is 10 years older than Joe. So I kind of continue, I say variables, quote unquote, because really I say Fred, which is X plus 10. So Joe is our variable, right? But I write out the expression that Fred equals X plus 10, Joe's age. So the next thing we want to do is we want to focus on this part here. In 5 years, Fred will be twice Joe's age. So these are the present age, and we want to kind of figure out the future. So before I actually get into this, I do want to make this video a little bit more about the reason why we are doing this, right? Because I can go over 100 examples, but if we don't understand why we're doing what we're doing, it's going to make it more complicated. So for example, let's just take these two things. And I'm not saying this is right. I'm doing it incorrectly on purpose. Let's say we do X plus 10 equals X. So we have Joe equals Fred's age. And imagine we started to solve this algebraically. We subtracted X from both sides. We cancel that out. We're left with 0 equals 10. Now that's mathematically not correct. And if we were to just plug numbers in, like let's say Joe was 2 years old, and then let's say Fred was 2 plus 10, which is 12, that doesn't, this statement could be true for anything. I can make this 3, and then this would be 3, then that would be 13. So we're trying to solve for X. So just leaving it like this and solving it that way, there's not enough information in just the first expression right here, which is why the second sentence is so important. That allows us to figure out what Joe's age is. Because if we didn't have that second sentence and we just said Fred is 10 years older than Joe, we can literally plug in any number and it would be true in that sense. Be like, well, Joe is 5, which means Fred is 15, or Joe is 10, which means Fred is 20. And if you work that out algebraically here, that doesn't make sense because there's no number that X can be that would make this true because we have plus 10 here. All right, so I kind of just want to explain the reason why we're breaking it down this way and why with age problems, they're going to give you more information by saying in 5 years. So they're going to talk about either the present, they're going to be talking about the future or the past. So in this case, they're saying in 5 years, which is the future. So we can represent that by saying X plus 5, which is Joe's age. Joe. And this is the future Joe. I'm going to do future. And then we have X plus 10 plus 5 equals Fred. Sorry for my bad handwriting. Future. Okay. And we can simplify that and do X plus 15. So next, we want to write out our equation. So we know that, and I'll get to this twice part right here. So in 5 years, Fred will be twice Joe's age. Okay, so even though we have this here, we're missing the twice part. But I want to write out the equation first just because it makes it a little bit easier to identify the twice. So I'm going to do X plus 5 equals X plus 15. I'm doing 15 because I'm combining this to make 15 just to make our lives a little easier. Let me move this down a little bit. Maybe I should zoom out, actually. Let me zoom out. Okay, more room. So since it's saying that, let me get this here, in 5 years, Fred will be twice Joe's age. When you see will be, think of that as an equal sign. Okay, so that's why we have the equal here. So really what we want to do, we want to multiply Joe by 2 because it's saying twice Joe's age. So here's Joe, we're multiplying that twice. That will be Fred's age. All right, hopefully that makes sense. So then here we just distribute. So the fourth part, which is always solving. So step 3 is to write out your equation. Step 4, we want to solve 2x plus 10 equals x plus 15. I need more room once again. So we can subtract 10 over here, subtract 10 over here. I'm going to subtract x, just do it all in one shot just to make it easier and save a little room. We have x equals 5. So that means that Joe is 5 years old now, exclamation point, right? This is representing Joe's age now. And if we plug that back in, step 5 is to check your work. So 5, check your work. X equals 5. I need more room once again. Let me zoom out. Where's my question? There it goes. All right. So since Fred's expression is x plus 10, if you did x plus 10, and then you plugged in 5, 5 plus 10 equals 15, is 5, or is 15 10 times, well, not 10, but is Fred is 10 years older than Joe. So if that's Joe, add 10, do you get 15? Yes. So you know that works. So that's how you break down an age problem. Okay, so I have this 5-step process here. I like to define my variables. The one variable would definitely be Joe because you're looking for one person, right? Fred is 10 years older than Joe. We don't know what Joe is. They're telling us Fred is 10 years older. That's why Fred is not our variable, but Joe is. I write out the second expression here. Then I write the expression in terms of the future. Remember, I did that example over here. This is not enough information. That's why we need the second sentence. So this expression, x plus 5 represents in 5 years. You always want to add. When you're talking about the past, you subtract, but here we're talking about the future. So we add. Then we have our expression. I'm about to burp. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. I always burp whenever I'm doing any kind of podcast, any kind of video. It always happens. I think it's my breathing technique. I need to learn how to do that better. Anyway, so we have our equation here, right? This is Joe's age, but since it says in 5 years, Fred will be twice Joe's age, that's why we multiply by 2. We distribute 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 5 is 10, equals Fred's age, x plus 15. Remember, I combined 10 and 15 just to simplify it. Then we solve, we subtract, blah, blah, blah. We get x equals 5. 5 represents Joe's age in the present moment, right now. And then we check our work by plugging it back in, and we know everything is correct. All right, so that's one example of how you would solve an age problem. If you follow that 5-step system, you should be pretty good. I think the hardest part is really kind of step 2 and step 3, making sure that you get all this information properly set up. Step 1 is pretty easy, defining the variable and writing the expression out. Solving, if you know how to solve equations, that should be easy. It's really step 2 and 3, which gets people tricked up most of the time. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this was helpful, and adios.